on the West Highland Way. What's different this time? This time I'll be carrying my own pack as opposed to getting it carried, and I'll be going wild camping most of, if not all of the way. There's a camping management zone to negotiate, but other than that I'll be doing wild camping where I can. It's a little murky and grey. It looks like it's going to rain anytime soon, but it is what it is. Let's get on with it. Although it's cloudy and murky and a little bit of drizzle in the air, it's not cold. So you don't want to put on your Gore-Tex jacket in this weather because you'll just sweat. Nice, easy, gentle walk for the first day. Bring you into it gently. Not sure what those stones are, but pretty nice. But yeah, even though it's drizzling a little bit at the moment, as you can see, I've not got my coat on because the canopy of the trees is pretty much keeping the rain off. So all good at the moment. May get worse later, who knows. But right now it's not so bad. Drizzly rain started now, so I don't want to get my t-shirt wet. So I'll put this on. I've gone with the poncho for the first time. Because although it's drizzly rain, it's not cold. It's about 20 degrees. Well, it certainly feels like it anyway. So with your Gore-Tex waterproof jacket on, you just sweat too much. So at least with this thing, not only does it cover the backpack as well, because we don't want to get my gear wet, it lets a lot of air in as well. So giving this a try, see how we go on. Well, we're just over an hour in. I had to stop and put my waterproof trousers on. Schoolboy error really, should have put them on from the start, but my regular pants were getting wet, so I had no choice really. I think I'll leave them on actually. The rest of the day doesn't look great. That lovely little house that you've all seen on here, YouTube, many times, and it is really nice, but I've only done 4 miles. It's like an hour and 20 minutes in. How am I only 4 miles? A little bit of the dreaded road section now, but it's not too long. It's probably only about 5, maybe 10 minutes tops. So West Highland Way, that way. That's off the road now, but it's really coming down now. The rain is really coming down, and this, if I remember rightly, is quite an open area. There's not a lot of shelter. Over there, the white building is a distillery, and just a little bit further on, you can't see it, is the Beech Tree Inn, where hopefully there's a nice burger and chips and maybe a pint waiting for me, and get out of this rain. The path is absolutely nothing like it was last time I did it. Last time I did it, beautiful sky, sunshine, hadn't rained for ages, the path was bone dry. A really big difference. There's the whiskey distillery just over there, white building. There's one thing missing off GoPro, it's a zoom, isn't it? I think you'll all agree. So you'll definitely do the zoom on here, GoPro. Meanwhile, onwards and upwards. Afternoon. Muddy boots welcome, that's what you want to hear, innit? Muddy boots welcome. I always consider this place the halfway point between Milngavie and Drimmen, the first section, but it's a little bit longer than halfway, to be honest. Even though I got my pack down fairly light, still starting to weigh down on the shoulders after 2.5 hours, especially in the rain. Shouldn't really make any difference, but psychologically it does. John Muir Way passes by here from Helensburgh to Dunbar. It's to top up water on the route. You can fill up here for free. Even got water for dogs. Well, I had a bit of a nightmare. The poncho that I was wearing before was nowhere near as waterproof as I thought it was going to be. I'm here at the beech tree. Lovely little place. Took my gear off and my t-shirt was soaking, and I mean soaking. Too much for it to be like sweat, it's just wet. So the poncho is not that great. But the t-shirt was so wet that I had to change the t-shirt. Oh, disaster. I hung it up there to dry. It's gone. Over the top. Over the top. Behind the fence. Can't get it. So I've only got one t-shirt now. I'll have to buy one from somewhere, but God knows where. Okay, just leaving the beech tree now, and look at the difference. Got some blue skies. Even a little bit of sunshine. Don't know how long that will last, but fingers crossed. There's nothing much to show you on day one from Milngavie to Drimmen. It's pretty much same old, most of the way, just a path like this. We've got one of those honesty boxes here. Normally has ice cream and stuff. Just over the other side of the river. Yep. Get yourself an honesty box there. Look at these cows here. Only look small. This one doesn't. This one's a big fella. Hello, big fella. Just passing Drimmen campsite now, which is where I stayed last time. It's a nice little campsite, to be fair, but this time I want to push on another hour, maybe hour and a half. I've got a camp spot in mind, what I've seen on YouTube, so hopefully I can make it there and there's nobody in the spot. And on the road into Drimmen, just past Drimmen campsite, you get your first views, first sight of Loch Lomond. That's Conic Hill on the right, and the loch will be alongside tomorrow. Don't like going through fields full of cows, especially when they've got young ones. It's on the main road here, little honesty box here, and take heed of this sign here: no more water until Balmaha. And that's true. This is your last stop for water. And here's your turn point off the main road onto the West Highland Way proper. Now we're properly on the West Highland Way. Got a couple of hours before sunset. Just 10 minutes in from the main road, and there's a decent spot here. Somebody's already there before me. Not that I wanted that spot, I've got something much further on in mind. Now here is a cracking spot for a pitch. Look at that. I'm so tempted, but I really wanted to push onto this particular spot I saw at the bottom of Conic Hill. This, if anyone's interested in it, is about 30 minutes after you leave the main road. West Highland Way this way, through the Garabban Forest, if I'm saying that right. Weather right now is just right. Not too hot, not too cold, not too rainy. And there are some small clouds lurking around, but hopefully it'll be okay for a little bit. Hopefully at least till I get to camp anyway. Find somewhere to pitch up. I think we're getting close now to where I wanted to pitch, but there's an awful lot of sheep in the field. Not a big lover of sheep in the field, and somebody back there said there was cows as well, so I'll have to see. This is a spot I had in mind over there. I just don't know whether it's full of animals or not. Just have to go and see. It is a good spot and it's got great views. It's a little open and the winds are supposed to pick up tonight, and there's quite a few big cow pats about. And I don't mind sheep in the field, but I'm not keen on cows. What about this? This looks promising. A touch close to the path, but if I can get myself here. Yeah, it's late. It's 7:15. I can't go any further today. This is it. Right, we're all pitched up now. It's not a bad little spot. Could be better, but could be worse. All in all, not a bad little spot. I think I'll dive in there now, sort my bed out. It's been a long day. Legs are tired, back's tired. I'm shattered. See Conic Hill in the background there. That's for tomorrow. So I'll see you in the morning. Later than I'd hoped for, but never mind. I'm gonna hit the trail now. I'd like to say I had a good night's sleep, but disaster. Emma had a puncture. Only stayed up for about an hour. Nightmare, really bad sleep. Anyway, as always, leave no trace. Conic Hill, just peeping through the trees there. Hopefully should be up there within about an hour and a half. There's the path behind me. Fantastic views of Loch Lomond. And Conic Hill here. Just a slog up this path now, but it's not raining. That is a bonus. Just coming to the base of the hill now, so it's all uphill from here. Nice little waterfalls here and here, and the climb starts here. Got quite a big day today because over Conic Hill into Balmaha along the shores of the loch. I want to try and clear the no camping zone today so I can get on the other side and get pitched up. So although not massive in terms of miles, it's a Yesterday I did about 15. It will be tougher because yesterday was flat. It's now just one big slog up to the top of the hill, and it is a slog, especially carrying a full pack. Take it nice and easy, it'll be fine. Getting close to the top now, on the first real sights of Loch Lomond coming to view, and even on a cloudy day like today, it's a very pretty sight. Might be very cloudy today, which it is, but it's not cold. It is very humid. This is the path in front of me for the West Highland Way that goes down to Balmaha, but you can't not go to the summit, can you? Get those views. So even though this pack weighs a ton, it's got to be done. Oof, hard slog up here, but it's going to be totally worth it. Get ready for one of, if not the best view on the West Highland Way. And there it is. Balmaha down there, the sides of the loch. West Highland Way goes along here, and we're heading to the end of the loch. Not today, way too far for today, but that's the end result, the end game. So yeah, very windy up here, don't know if you can hear me, but the views definitely worth it. Now you come to the step section, going down the other side of the hill. You either love them or you hate them steps. Here we are, just at the bottom of the Conic hill now, and this is the start of the camping management zone. No camping. Another good thing about Balmaha is you can fill up your water here. Good old Scottish water, free of charge. Here we are with good old Tom Waite statue. Not really sure who he is, if I'm being honest, but apparently he's famous. So a brief stop in Balmaha for a sausage barm cake. An attempt to get a pint next door, but apparently they don't start serving until 12:30 on a Sunday, and it's only 12:05, so I can't wait that long. So lovely little Balmaha. Let's get back on the trail. Leaving Balmaha, we're now alongside the shores of Loch Lomond, where we're going to be for the next 2 days. It's a busy little place. People swimming, paddleboarding. It's not that warm, to be honest. Maybe this is warm for Scottish people. I think I've come to a decision that I'm going to stop at Sallochy Bay. It's still early and I'd love to clear the no camping zone, but it's tough going. It's not my legs, it's not anything, it's this pack. 15 kilos with water. It's just taking its toll, and I hardly slept last night because my air mattress had a puncture. So I barely slept last night. So Long day yesterday, hardly slept last night. I'm going to camp at Sallochy Bay. And here is Cashel, or Cashel, whichever campsite where I stayed last year. Just going to nip in here and get top up on my water. Maybe have an ice cream. Definitely topping up on water. Okay, leaving Cashel campsite now. I've got some water. Had a nice lolly. Nice and refreshing. Back on the trail. And yes, I'm definitely going to head up to Sallochy Bay. Don't really see it as not wild camping. I've always said Sallochy Bay is wild camping, but you pay for it because there's no showers or anything, no shop. You just camp by the shore, you'll see. But yeah, the end of the wild camping, no camping zone, sorry. Camping management zone, end of that. It's too far to do today. So, let's go. Great views of the loch here. As we walk along the path runs alongside the road on the loch here, so really good views, nice and flat here at this point. Won't be later, but it is right now. Okay, well, here we are, Sallochy Bay. Technically it's a campsite, but it's right by the loch. And no showers or anything like that. Got a lovely little pitch here. Only £8 for the night as well, so can't complain about that. Big open space at the back here, and fantastic views of the loch in the morning, so everyone's a winner. So there's my tent all pitched up. Just across here we've got the loch. Let's have a little walk down here, see what's what. Very nice, very scenic, very calm, peaceful, but I'll tell you what, it's a little windy and it is a little chilly, cold. So in a few minutes I'm going to get in my sleeping bag and get warm.